This year, that Grambling train is a non-stop express. They're unbeaten so far, and a victory tonight will give Eddie Robinson his 324th win. Tonight's opponent, Prairie View, would like nothing better than to derail the express.
Hello, everyone. Charlie Neal here as BET celebrates 40 years in existence. I was with BET from the very beginning as we broadcast our first sports event. It was September 1980, and it was a football game with South Carolina State taking on Delaware State up in Dover, Delaware. That was the start of historically black colleges and universities getting much needed exposure that they were not getting from the other networks. We also gave viewers a look at future NFL stars like Jerry Rice and future NBA stars like Charles Oakley. I also had a chance to work with some great partners like Jackson State and Pro Football Hall of Famer Lem Barney, and North Carolina Central University and Boston Celtic and NBA great Sam Jones, just to name a few. And you know, one big highlight of every HBCU football game is the Battle of the Bands at halftime, which our viewing audience look forward to each week. We covered all the sports, from talk shows like the Budweiser Sports Report to covering the NBA All-Star Game, World Series, and Super Bowls. You know, BET Sports had the pulse of the African-American community from every angle, which included the United Negro College Fund Celebrity Golf and Tennis Tournament. We broadcast monthly boxing matches from a variety of locations with two-time world heavyweight champ George Foreman as my broadcast partner. We also broadcast a number of celebrity tennis matches from islands in the Caribbean. We were also the official network of the American Basketball League, which came on the heels of the USA Women's Basketball gold medal performance in the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta. We were also in Atlanta that year to cover all of the Olympic events. Yes, I'm proud to say I was a part of what was black college sports and a whole lot more. And to that I say, happy anniversary, happy 40th anniversary, BET.
Good Friday evening. What's happening, bruh? Huh? Where you at there, baby? It's Friday. I'm RG and this the RG Swac Sports Network. Salute to the one and only, the great Charlie Neal. Breaking it all down for you. That man know more about football than I can probably learn in 2 lifetimes. But anyway, you know what I'm about to tell you? The last day to register to vote is October the 7th. Make sure you are a registered voter. Make sure you vote in all elections. Check your voting registration and your voting location. Excuse me. Now, we got a very good show. Not going to be long, but it's very good because it's 3 games that I'm really going to be watching tomorrow. And all these games are being televised. The Swac Digital Network is getting in on the games. That's what I'm talking about. And like I said, every Friday, I will be rocking a different Swac t-shirt. And this Friday, it's Grambling. GSU. I thought you knew, huh? But now, my little black known Swac fact. It's about the one and only, the great Mr. Buck Buchanan. If you don't know who Buck Buchanan is, you don't know nothing about Swac football. Now, Mr. Buck Buchanan, you know, is an award named after Mr. Buck Buchanan. This man right here should have been the first Heisman Trophy that comes from an HBCU. This man, Mr. Buck Buchanan, was just so great at Grambling. Like I said, he said the college career, the college world was on fire from 59 to 62 when he played. He was a two-way player, offense and defense. And, you know, the 6'6", 270, and that man can move. Hit you like a freight train, and then he can run like a cheetah. He wasn't even given a Heisman invitation. So that's how crazy that was. And now he has an award named after him. And contrary to people's belief, we do have a #1 overall draft pick. That was Mr. Buck Buchanan. If you look at it, after he finished up at Grambling, The three people that finished before him went on to the NFL. He went to back then it was the AFL, and he was the overall number 1 pick for the Kansas City Chiefs. And he played 12 seasons. These guys back then in the 60s and 70s that came out of HBCUs, they played 12, 14 seasons, all with one team, made Pro Bowls, all pro, won championships. You never hear about that because I think we're not telling our history like it needs to be told. That's why I try to give you a little black known Swac fact every time I come up on here. And you can go through here and you can read through a lot of the stuff. But what I like about Buck Buchanan, it says the bigger picture for the story of Buchanan. Buck Buchanan was arguably the best player out of Grambling State as he went from there to a Hall of Fame NFL career. Grambling State has a history of producing NFL players who went on to greatness, and Buck Buchanan's success should inspire other young athletes. I don't even think the average high schooler knows who Buck Buchanan is. And I don't think it's so much their fault. I really believe it's our fault for not telling them. You got the number 1 player in New Orleans. Well, I think he's the number 1 player in the nation from New Orleans, a defensive end. He's probably, if not the same size as Buck Buchanan, or probably bigger. He go to St. Augustine, where he did go to St. Augustine. He's transferring out of school now. And his list of schools, yeah, everybody wants him, but there's not one HBCU on there, which is common. I got that. But you right here in New Orleans, and Southern or Grambling hadn't reached out to you, just to reach out to you. So if you look at this, when it says Grambling State's legacy, the dominant play for players like Buchanan added professionally, exposing his HBCUs, promising futures, talent waiting to be molded wherever they may scroll. The story of Buck Buchanan represents more than just personal greatness. It also shows the positive effect that education and a support system through previous and can have on aspiring young athletes. What they're saying is, if you look, this man come from humble beginnings out of Alabama. The story has it, Coach Robinson at Grambling, he had so much talent there. And he usually didn't listen to when somebody say, hey, you need to check this guy out. But when he got to Grambling, Coach Robinson didn't know if he could make it. That's how talented these teams were back then. But this man went on to greatness, and now you have the Buck Buchanan Award, and I don't think people really understand how great this man was. Like I said, two-way player. You talk about two-way players now, you take of Charles Woodson, Deion Sanders. Buck Buchanan was way better than them. Nobody will ever admit that. But, hey, times are changing. But that's your little black known Swac fact. Mr. Buck Buchanan. Now let's get into it. All right. All the whining and crying is over. I ain't never walkthroughs. Teams are in the hotel right about now. It's we got a bunch of games, a bunch of Saturday night games. The Swac back on Saturday nights. I love it. I have no idea for the last 3 years or whatever, you had very minimum Swac games. But it's all good though at night. But coming up, the schedule for the Swac. Before we get there, this is crazy to me. I seen this today. This right here. I want you to take a look at this. The Swac power rankings. Let's get down here. Let's go to Swac power rankings. Look, they have came up with, I don't know who these people are, but I've seen this on several different websites. But apparently, FAMU is not going to lose a game. Well, in the Swac, I should say, they know they're going to lose against Miami. Then the next best team is Texas Southern. And it just goes 2-1. So this stuff is crazy that people putting out there already. Then the next best team is Jackson State. Jackson State is supposed to end up going 8-2 in the SWAC. Hmm. Then Alabama State, which I don't understand how Alabama State is going to win a game. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. Then Alcorn at 5. Alcorn fans are delusional. I can tell you this. They really believe that they're going to win the SWAC. You haven't scored a touchdown all season. Let's be real with you, brother. Prairie View. Not if you play against a defense like Texas Southern. Grambling, they expect them to go 5-5. Grambling, you better wake up. Jackson State coming pretty soon. And I know Jackson State have a hard time playing in the hole. I got that. But Grambling, oof. Southern, now this is, at the bottom, Southern at 8. See, that's why I don't do these predictions. Bethune-Cookman, Alabama A&M. Hey, if Alabama A&M go 3-6 in the SWAC, Coach Maynard, you're going to be up in here talking to me. Pine Bluff. Man, they said they expect them to go 0-10. This is so raw. Look at Valley. Man, don't be doing Valley like that, man. Don't be doing that like that. This junk is crazy. But this is the kind of stuff that you see on the internet. This is the kind of stuff that you see. This is the kind of stuff that you see on the internet. Well, let's love it. I got caught up on the SWAC. It's been that's my camera. I got caught up on the SWAC. It's been years. Oh, don't worry about it. We still rocking and rolling. Oh, okay. That camera was acting crazy. About to say, yeah, we still rocking and rolling. Now, the schedules for week 2. This game right here, I found it. I'm telling you now, I don't understand some fans. Now, I'm not going to lie. It don't look good for Alabama State. I'm pulling for Alabama State to win. But I've seen some fans talking Miles is going to beat them back to back. And maybe it's just good fan talk. That's fine. That's cool, though. But what I don't understand is this 2-quarterback system. Like I gave you the statue, and I'm not going to read that again because that's embarrassing. From Andrew and O'Brien. But this game, it's going to be televised. All of them are televised, but I think it's going to be on HBCU Go, so you can watch it at 5:00. I will be streaming this game because I have to see Alabama State put on a better performance than they put on last week when it comes to quarterback play. Get that straight. Quarterback play. I got to see that. So Miles is SIAC. It's 3 SIAC teams playing the SWAC. If the SIAC can win 2 or 3 of those games, we're in some trouble. I don't see that happening. I don't want it to happen. I'm not rooting for it to happen. I need Alabama State to win. I need Grambling to win. And I need Southern to win. I need all 3 of y'all to win. I'm not no SWAC homer. But can't let these Division II teams come in here and push you around. So I don't see what Miles has that can, but then again, nobody's seen this last season. I'm pretty sure Alabama State is looking for some revenge. So that game right there is definitely going to be on the radar. Now, the next game. This game here. I have to see Mr. Crowley. I need you, bro. That 166 with one interception last week. You are supposed to be the preseason MVP. So come out there and do what you need to do. I'm still looking for a 100-yard rusher in the Swac. They're running 4-2-5. So your big lineman, 4-2-5, y'all can double team, you can trap, you can run them off the ball. Feed these boys. And I understand going for the deep ball, it makes it look pretty, but you got to be able to run the football. Give your wide receivers some help. What I mean by giving some help, if you start running that ball, they're going to take one of them linebackers away. And now they be in a 4-3. Them safeties going to have to come down. Then that wide receiver can, what we used to call back in my day, the fly pattern. Just haul ass straight down the field. Throw the ball up there. So I will be definitely tuning in to watching Tuskegee and Grambling. Should be a great game. Two historic programs, two very intelligent HBCU schools. So I will definitely be watching that game. The next game, my third game. Savannah State and Southern. I'm telling you now, Southern, if you lose this one, your season over with. I'm not even playing. So Southern, I need you to dominate all 4 quarters. Don't let up on nothing. You better dominate Savannah State. Night games. Oof, man, so happy to see night games. Now, say Bolden, he had an interception, 12 for 26, 118. Boy. Another running back, he had 14 carries, but only 51 yards. Got to get these 100 yards, man. I'm telling you. You start running that ball, telling you things, that passing game is going to get better. Because right now, all the defenses that I've seen are just lining up, waiting on the pass to come. And we know right now, it's only 2 quarterbacks after week 1. Only 2 after week 1 has shown that they can throw that ball and throw it accurately. That's Jackson State and FAMU. So everybody else, I need to see something. We can't have another weekend like this. Now the overall schedule. Now this overall schedule here. Now Bethune-Cookman and Mercer, that's going to be on the Swac Digital Network. So the Swac Digital Network, if you don't know, it's on YouTube. All you got to do is type in Swac Digital Network, like, share, subscribe. You turn your notifications on, and you get the whatever game they're showing, which they will be showing 2 of them tomorrow. Just like Charlie Neal was saying, Mr. Charlie Neal was saying, the exposure. A lot of these players need exposure. And so now FAMU, you know you're going to get you behind beat. I hope you score. Now, like I said, this game is on ESPN Plus, Alabama State and Miles. I will be streaming at 5 o'clock. So if you don't have ESPN Plus and you want to watch the Alabama State game, I will be showing the Alabama State game. And Alabama A&M, you better watch Kentucky State. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I said 3. It's 4 SIA schools because Kentucky State at one time had beat Jackson State. I remember that. Southern, I will be keeping an eye on you. And I always talk about the Grambling game, the Jackson State game. Look, the Jackson State game is going to be on the Swac Sports Network too. Look, I have nothing against Jackson State. I've always liked Jackson State since I was a kid. But I would tell you this: the only way that I'm streaming this game is somehow, some way everybody else can't stream it, because Jackson State has more streamers than anybody. So, and it's good. What's her name? I love that lady does a great job. Awesome. A pair view and the Texas Southern game, Alcorn and Vanderbilt. Alcorn is coming on ESPNU. Alcorn, just score a damn touchdown. Pinch them. Another game on the Swac Digital Network. UAPB. See, all these games are coming on now. Now, the break them down, like after one game, all I can do is give you the few little stats, which really don't make too much, but I'm definitely looking forward to Alabama State. I'm going to keep saying this. You was picked preseason, which that's why I don't do preseason picks. Now, you got two quarterbacks that can't make one quarterback. So tomorrow, you got to show up and show out. At Jackson State, they quarterback there. I really believe that this young man, he's about to take off. But he's really going to be tested when he goes to play Grambling. Grambling, Jackson State, and Grambling, if you've never been to that, that's one of the best, and I mean one of the best atmospheres at night, especially at night game. So if you can, what's the name? Check that, get there. If not, like I said, man, if you can't get there, buy somebody some tickets, man. Buy some folks some tickets if you can't get there, because the Swac season is about to heat up. Because I believe a lot of people, this is just my opinion, they overlooking the money games. Like, yeah, it's a money game. I just don't want nobody to get hurt during them games. And they're really looking forward for the conference. I said this when I said the Swac was back, my first game, the Swac is wide open. To me, it's wide open. If you punch FAMU in the mouth like they've been punched, and don't make silly mistakes, because FAMU could easily be 0-2. Let's be real. They can easily be 0-2, but they are 2-0. They leading in the offense category and leading in throwing touchdowns. Defense is shady. Is all outdoors. So we're gonna check out the standings. That's the schedule, and it's really, everybody knows it's only two teams with a victory. That's Texas Southern and FAMU. So it's really, really gonna be real interesting in about 2 weeks. But keep playing. See, now you got game film. You got game film on everybody. Everybody has game film now. Your game plans ain't gonna change too much. So hopefully corrections have been made, and everybody like me will be drinking lemonade in the shade watching. I want to see some corrections. I want to see Alabama State. I'm telling you, I want to see you tomorrow play like you're supposed to play. And so, and like I said, swac.org, you can go on there and you can check out their schedules and everything. And I keep saying, Alabama State has right before Halloween, they have their rival game, Alabama A&M. If you haven't been to that, that's great to go. I'm not big on going to classics off campus, but I understand. Magic City Classic is something different. I got it. Been there, enjoyed myself. But you got to play Alabama A&M, Alcorn, Grambling, and Jackson State in a row. That's 4 games in a row. Now, I'm telling you, that's going to be something. And the only good thing about it, 3 and 4 is at home. You only got to play Grambling on the road. So by that time you play Grambling, hopefully they come around. But the pressure's on you, man. Like I told folks, man, when you put preseason number 1 and all that other stuff, that pressure gets to you. We'll see. the Southern. I don't know why everybody is writing y'all off. So we definitely will see. Because after this, next week is the Boombox Classic, and you going to Jackson, so you might be working up on a 3-4 game losing streak against Jackson. I know y'all beat Jackson back in the what was it, 90s, 8 years in a row. Y'all about to get halfway there pretty soon. So next week, and I'm telling you, Jackson's gonna be ready. So Southern, get your stuff together, man. But make sure you check out all these games tomorrow. And like I said, if you're not, if you are not going to the games, make sure you buy 2 tickets for somebody. If you can't buy two tickets for somebody, buy the go to the box office and buy those tickets. But those 3 games that I talked about, I really want the Swac to coming out there and punch the SIAC in the mouth. Not because they're Division II, whatever, this, and the third. You gotta set the tone. You got stumped by, quote unquote, somebody got stumped by Power 5 schools, and it showed that, hey, it was the first game of the season, but we can do better. Like I said, we got a couple of schools that have not scored a touchdown. We got to do something to change that. So with that being said, I'm going to leave y'all with a video. Y'all have a safe and great weekend. Where's my, yes, there it is.
They trying to ride the wave, it's lit and we going outside today. Hey, it's gonna be live today. We taking children state to state. I hold it down from the boot to the A. Straight from the bottom, you know I don't play. Already a legend and say that I'm great. I'm putting in work, I got time for no play. Wait,
say Deezy, where you at?
hold up, wait.
Hey man, you tripping? What you doing?
Hold up, wait.
I'm about to pull up at the spot.
Hold up, wait.
Yeah.
Hey, hold up, wait. I gotta get to the place. Need my chips, I ain't talking about legs. Gotta hustle like every day. I can't help that's the way I was raised. 93, yeah, you know that I blaze. Living life, I'm just having my way. Even though I done been through a lot, I'm alive, so I'm feeling so great.
Y'all have a great weekend.